Hello, everybody. We're the Gluttonous Sloths. I'm Derek.
Oh, this is Chase.
And tonight, we're going to be looking at videos of flat earthers. And yes, these people do exist.
Wait, hang on. When did this whole flat Earth shit even start? I need a little bit of background.
I don't know.
Like, is this just a fad that just now happened, or is this like been going on?
Well, I think it got like only really big recently.
Wow, dude, this is like ancient retarded shit. It's like hieroglyphics.
Well, obviously people believe flat earth a long time ago, but
Oh God.
the thing is, it's like coming back now.
Yeah, I'm just like looking at Wikipedia and I'm scrolling down. Just it looks like it's in freaking West Asia, Greece, Europe, East Asia.
Gosh.
It's like in early Egyptian and Mesopotamian thought. The earth, the world. Yeah, dude, this is like ancient shit.
Yeah. Well, of course, like everyone believed the Earth was flat before people figured out it was round and stuff. Using
2015, maybe.
oh, that's when it like started making a comeback.
Uh, Maybe. So this is somewhat recent. This
Yeah.
thing.
But the title of the first video I'm gonna show you is called "People from Around the Globe Met for the First Flat Earth Conference." People from around the globe.
Dude,
So,
around the globe.
around the globe. So these people had to have taken planes. Like,
Oh my God.
you
Wait.
don't think like what one of them like would have taken a picture of the edge of the Earth if they all flew in on planes? Like,
Is this like a video where it's like a documentary, or is it a video where like?
it's like a little news clip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Vice News. But I'm gonna play it now. And,
All right, let's watch this shit.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Okay, now it's playing.
This is a day that's going to be etched in history. It's a quest for truth,
Is it
and it
loud
can
enough
seem
for you?
crazy, but all of us
Yeah.
laughed at this topic, including myself. This is probably the most ridiculous thing I ever thought that I'd be doing, and here I am organizing the Flat Earth International Conference, but I'm not laughing anymore.
That one guy looked like a meth head. That's probably why he thinks the Earth is flat. He got addicted to meth.
The dude holding the phone?
The dude who like was talking at the very beginning, like had
There's a lot of
turkey neck.
people that have different ideas on what the flat Earth is.
I just had to pause that.
This is a
This
scam.
is- oh wow, got us.
On a fucking globe. Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, let's keep playing this.
Dude, it's like
One
signed and
thing
everything.
we all agree on is that we don't live on a spinning ball flying through infinite space.
Do you feel yourself spinning, wobbling, gyrating? No, I'm pretty rock solid.
It's called gravity. Like the Earth is really fucking big. Does he not know that?
Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. FE 2017. I'm looking it up.
We always say, don't believe us, do your own research, but unless you know there's a question, you're not going to do the research.
Toilet water's not flying out on people in Australia because of
Because of
gravity.
gravity.
Well, hello, it doesn't fly out of the toilet because water seeks its level.
What does that even mean? Water seeks its level.
Dude, I don't even know.
Like,
I'm just,
he must have hit a huge blunt.
yeah, dude. I'm not high enough to comprehend what he's trying to say.
The flat Earth would be a circular flat area surrounded by a field that is known as Antarctica.
This white rim around the outside, a lot of people refer to it as the ice wall.
And then the dome is over the top. Now, how high it is also in question.
I believe it's some kind of a star field firmament about 6,000.
Holy shit.
That is
All right, this guy's hips are saying 5.
Yeah, he's like the
Oh my god.
the rat king of the hipsters.
Oh, dude, I want to take his lunch money just looking at him.
Oh, dude. I wonder how many like crack pipes and needles are in his van.
Probably as many as how many necklaces he's fucking wearing. Oh, Jesus Christ.
1,000 miles above us, and it appears to be a cymatic light field electro.
I bet you that's his house.
I bet so too. Even the house is like hieroglyphics.
Oh my god, dude.
Electromagnetic energy, not gravity at all. Gravity is a deception. The sun and the moon are these transcendental, cymatic luminaries.
Idiot.
I don't need you to believe me, I'm just here to plant the seed that the grand global conspiracy is that the Earth's flat.
The best part of being at a conference like this is I can talk to somebody that will listen to you. My mother, if I tried to talk to her about any of these things.
I gotta rewind that.
Dude, pause it on that face. Yeah.
You can't avoid science falsely so-called.
Wait, what? Avoid science falsely so-called. Wait, what? What does that even? Hang on.
I know the grammar on this even sucks.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? Avoid science. What is that even supposed to mean? Falsely so-called?
If this was like at a 5th grade reading level, it would say avoid falsely so-called science. But, oh gosh.
Avoid falsely science so-called? What? Avoid so-called.
Falsely so-called science, Chase. Yeah, flat Earth, the Reformation, and the science delusion.
Holy shit.
That guy's face looks like he just found a bag of meth.
Dude.
He's like, hell yeah, I got the universe in my hand.
To me, he looks like a pedo offering candy to a kid. Come here, little boys. Off to Neverland. And that telescope is when he looks into little boys' rooms with that.
Oh my god.
If I try to talk to her about any of these things, she doesn't believe me. I just can't take that rejection. So coming here, you're going to talk to people who have done the same journey.
Wait, what did his shirt say?
Okay.
That guy's like, what the fuck?
Lol. It is Photoshop, but it has to be. Earth is not a spinning globe.
Oh, dude, I don't even. That's fucking stupid. All right, play.
People who have done the same journey, and they've come to the same conclusions, and they don't want to live a lie.
Oh God.
Oh my God, that's the face of like.
Look at that. Drop the ball. The Earth is flat. So, oh man.
He's like, oh my God, I'm on TV. Holy shit.
That's a terrible place to be in life. To be like a nerd and stupid. Like,
and leaving it like Earth.
It's like, he's got nothing. It's sad.
It's kind of sad.
Done about a dozen experiments. I was actually looking to debunk flat Earth. I'm not like a diehard flat earther. I want to be a flat earther. I want to believe the government. I want to believe what we've been told our whole life.
Sounds like every frat guy.
Dude, yeah. Or like every person who dropped out of high school.
Yeah. Smoked weed once and then dropped out.
Person being like, oh, the people that we pay taxes to are lying to us with our money.
They're lying.
That guy, not this guy. That guy seems like somebody that everyone knows as the gullible idiot.
Yeah. Dude, look how dilated his pupils are.
Yeah, like...
he's fucking tripping nuts right now.
Probably is. But That reminds me of remember like when Tommy told us that story of how he told some, well, it wasn't him, but somebody else told somebody that the Lord of the Rings was like historically accurate. The person they were telling that to was like, "What? No, are you kidding me?"
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
this
perfect
guy might be that person in the story.
Yeah.
He probably thinks the Lord of the Rings is real. I mean, for fuck's sake, he's wearing a flat Earth hat. Like, I think believe the Earth is flat. Like, what else? What else is like on the table for crazy beliefs?
I think the nerd before him was the one that believed that Lord of the Rings was real.
Good point.
They're lying. I ain't buying.
So who's they?
Well, basically,
not
Satan,
idiots.
I don't necessarily want to get into like naming. It's like, you know, is it the Illuminati or the Bilderbergs?
The Jesuits, the Freemasons,
or the Trilateral Commission, or the Vatican,
the Zionists, NASA, of course.
Dude, the irony is just, oh my god.
It's everybody and everything is in on the conspiracy.
Except us.
They just kill people before they get to the edge. Do you know that, Chase? It's fucking sick.
Yeah, man. I didn't know that.
These are easy.
Are you selling?
Yeah, Trump wants to build
As far as I know, I'm the first guy in the whole world to make a working physical model of the flat Earth.
All these are for sale except this one, and that one got sold already.
That guy looks like he's been to the moon.
This one I had on the website for $575.
So I named this one Hidden Lands Beyond because some of us think that there's other lands that they're hiding from us. And that could be very well that they've discovered these other lands and they just don't want us to know about it. I mean, you know, we might want to go there, repopulate it.
This. What the fuck?
That guy thinks we're living in The Giver.
Yeah, what the hell?
Remember The Giver, like they had like a giant wall surrounding the community, and they're like, nothing's past that, or something.
Yeah.
Thinks
Oh my
we're like
gosh.
living that.
Repopulate it.
I know, dude.
This is the beginning. This will be put in the history books. Today, mark that date. Because whether it's the next generation, the generation afterwards, they will remember this date. People are taking notice, something is going on. This has got to a point now where it's becoming real.
What the fuck?
God. Fake. Oh. Yeah, that was one video. I got 4 more.
Oh, man.
Alright, this one's called Can Self-Taught Rocket Scientist Mike Hughes Prove Earth is Flat?
Self-taught? Oh,
yeah,
God. This should be good. Dude, it looks like he's in the backyard of the fucking middle of nowhere. I'm pretty sure he's cooking meth in that trailer back there.
Okay, let's play.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
This is gonna be great.
What if that's his rocket ship?
This is the what's left of a rocket that we were going to jump June 2014.
Yeah.
And what happened? It
Oh, it
launched
actually
by
was.
itself, and I thought it actually blew the right side of my face off.
Yeah, he just said it launched itself.
Okay, I gotta get busy.
Remember the movie Rocket Man?
No.
Oh,
Jeez.
All I know is I'm going
He's
to jump this
making
thing
it
again.
into
Watch
a
this
rocket.
going to be probably the most single, incredible event in mankind history.
What the fuck? Dude, he just kill himself doing that.
Yeah, look at his face. He's like, yeah, help.
Oh
man,
my
I thought he turned
God,
to the
dude.
camera, but I hope he does make it into space. And like, he looks down and he's like, so the Earth is round. And then his eyeballs get sucked down the vacuum of space, and he like starts suffocating because there's no air up there. He's like, ah.
just blows up.
You'll have people.
Well, you don't
No,
blow
no,
up in
dude.
space.
People on
What if it
Facebook
just like
calling me
arced
an
and
idiot.
went back to the
I
ground
also have people contacting me.
instead of going straight up?
You may be the guy who can change the world.
Or no, he like.
You may be the guy.
What if he
This
just
right
like
here is the
launched it into his house?
uniform I'm going to wear during my next rocket jump, and actually it's going to be a rocket launch since it's going to be vertical. So all of this that's behind me is parts of the rocket that made the world record jump in January 30th of 2014, and it was a ride. I remember the thing going up the ramp. You know, the strangest thing, I remember hearing the air go around the nose cone of the rocket, which I'll never forget. And I went and pushed the lever for the parachute, but I didn't feel any deceleration, so I thought I was in real trouble.
Dude, that's a shitty parachute.
Yeah, I would look at those holes and be like, ooh, if I was in that rocket.
And,
dude, was he in that rocket?
Yeah, he was.
And yet that doesn't dissuade you from trying again.
Well, you know, I kind of relate this to anybody else that gets injured doing what they do. You know, they just keep on doing it.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
And, I mean, if you're a boxer and you get knocked out, you know, do you quit boxing?
Dude.
Why not just fly planes?
Yeah, getting a pilot's license would be a lot easier than making a fucking rocket.
Making a freaking rocket from scratch.
Yeah.
We're given these puzzles, okay, and all these different puzzles has different pieces missing. So we're constantly trying to fit these things in to relate to something that makes sense to us. After 9/11, you know, I just started questioning things. The flat Earth, I'm thinking, well, wait a
Dude, he
second.
watches NASCAR. Like, enough said.
Yeah, he lost all credibility.
You're trying to make sense
he had
of all
no
these different
credibility
facts.
to
You start
begin
putting this
with.
puzzle together with all
But
the missing pieces, and I don't care about what they're telling us about from space.
Oh
You start finding these places that's flat on this planet. Kansas is flat, okay? I'm telling you, I've been there. It's flat. People saying about stars or reef.
Yeah, Kansas is flat, so therefore the entire Earth must be flat. Holy fuck, Chase!
Dude, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah. Although, like, Colorado is bumpy, so ha.
Yeah, you got us, man.
We've got a rover on Mars. Where is the curvature where we live? I can't find it.
I hear a TV.
Oh yeah, there's
I don't know where they're
going on in the back.
I really don't. Basically, I think we're all supposed to push the envelope on everything, ask questions, and try to excel in things. I think we're supposed to inspire other people.
I hope he does get into space.
Oh.
Hello, everybody.
Simple, irrefutable proof.
Simplest, irrefutable flat Earth proof.
Let me hear it.
Now I know there's going to be some people
It's gonna blow you
who
away, Chase.
will watch this, who know me personally, and people who know me personally know that I am not a fool. I have a degree in math, and I have a Juris Doctorate, and I have been practicing law for almost 30 years.
What about geology or geography?
Some of these people who will watch this know that I have won
Yeah, the one thing.
difficult jury trials.
Yeah.
A jury trial is not a simple thing. Many attorneys avoid them at all costs because
What does that have to do with
they are so
Yeah,
difficult
seriously.
and
He's
so
like,
stressful.
oh, I can
And I
wipe
have
my
won
ass
some
and
cases
this
that
one thing. Therefore,
people would
I'm not
think
an
that
idiot
you
for
could
thinking the
never
Earth is
win.
flat.
But I won't get into the details of those. I just want people to realize that I'm not a fool. When I first heard
I
about
think
the
he's a
flat
fool,
Earth
Chase.
a year ago or a little
Yeah.
more, I totally ignored it because I thought, come on, that's foolish. And that's natural, that's normal.
But then
Because we've all been brainwashed by scientism. by those
Scientism.
priests of a new religion who believe in science.
Wait, do you remember like priests like saying, "Oh, hail the science! Do not question the science." Do you remember these priests of science, Chase, that this guy's talking about?
Dude, I have no fucking clue, man.
Who believe that science, when you understand science, it dispels all notions of a God who rules.
Oh, so that's why he thinks the
created
earth is flat. It's because of God.
Well, I would tell you, before I met the Lord, the true God of the universe, over 40 years ago, when I was a math major in college,
I went to college. I'm not stupid.
I turned totally away from faith, and I did believe that math was God. I did. Because math seems to explain everything. But we have been deceived. And now I want to show you the simplest, irrefutable flat earth proof. Oh, by the way, I do want to recommend Robert Davidson's new video on scientism.
Just get onto
I will
it.
put a link to that in the information box below. I encourage you to watch that. It's very well done, and it really explains a lot.
It took him like
So
2.5
let's
minutes to get
look
to
at the
subject.
first flat earth proof.
Yeah, he's like, look how big my dick is.
See the globe? Now consider an airplane.
Pretty much.
Okay, this airplane is going to fly always at a level altitude with respect to the Earth.
Oh my God!
And
it's not
any
to
of you who
scale.
have
You already
studied
fail.
the flat Earth ideas know that there is an equation that describes how much curvature is in the Earth from given distances, and that is defined as 8 inches times the number of miles squared. So that if you go through that calculation, you can figure out how far below the horizon something should be from a particular distance. And the idea also is that as a plane would traverse the globe, it would have to be always adjusting its nose a little bit down in order to continue at a level altitude.
Wait, what?
Now, if you consider this plane going to the east here, just going to the east, you see that the plane always seems to be level with respect to the Earth. You know, if it keeps itself at a level altitude, it would just simply land at a country on the other side of the globe. Okay? That's easy to see.
He doesn't know how gravity works.
I know.
And this is the proof.
It's not like the gravity gets like stronger when you.
So you
fly
start
to the
your
horizon.
journey at the Arctic, as far to the north as you can, and you begin to go south. Now notice, as I'm going south, I have to continue dipping the nose of my airplane in order to stay level with the ground. Now I'm going to continue.
This guy thinks pilots have to continually like aim down to keep from flying off the planet.
All the way to Antarctica. Now notice I'm continuing to dip my nose down to stay level with the Earth. Now I'm going down into South America, continuing to dip down, and finally I get down here to Antarctica. And look at that. My airplane is upside down. Well, you're going to say, well, we know that people that are in the southern hemisphere are still standing right side up. Everybody stands right side up on the Earth. We know that. But yet you just flew down here. You're upside down. You cannot refute that. Your airplane is upside down and your head is facing down. It has to be true because you have
I think that's literally it.
Yeah, I think this is it.
180 degrees, so that now you are absolutely upside down.
Why is that appearing?
That's the
Oh,
simplest,
the
irrefutable
thumbnail.
flat Earth proof.
I didn't know it was a
There are
thumbnail.
many,
I thought it was
many,
just his
many
face showing up
proofs
in the
that we
video.
do live on a flat Earth.
Uh.
I urge you to begin to study it. Don't mock. I'm not a fool.
All right, so let's mock this fool.
I need. What are the comments?
Oh, we gotta look at the comments. You're right. The multitude of foolish and rude comments in this video betrays the idiocy of the global paradigm.
He's like, I'm gonna try to use big words that make me sound smart.
Oh, this is like the most upvoted. This must be a joke. First you deny the validity of science, then you brag about your degree in math, a branch of science. Then you claim you're not a fool. Something is wrong with that picture. This is too long. I don't want to read the whole thing.
Yeah. Is this guy senile?
Maybe. I mean, he is old, but...
That's what one of the comments were. Dude, 9K dislikes. Dude, wait. 2,000... Dude, this guy has more videos, or more views than all of our videos combined.
Oh my god, he has... Maybe he's just a con man, just like wanted the views. I mean, think about it. The video is long because like YouTube rewards longer videos, and he also like wastes your time at the beginning, like trying to hook you in, and yeah, it gets you to watch the whole thing. All right, we got a couple more. We're not gonna watch the whole thing of this one, but it's called Flat Earth Facts: Top 5 Reasons You No Longer Believe in the Globe. I think we should just like, since it's like a 14-minute long video, let's just do like...
My name's Andrew, and I love God. I'm a born-again man who has the Spirit of God. I don't like labels, but
well, I
must say that in 2016, I became a biblical flat earther. Now, before you call me nuts,
I could hear it in your voice.
Or off of my rocker, just know that I believed in the globe ball Earth model for 29 years of my life. Basically my
for 29
life,
years
up until 6 months ago.
I'm saving it for
when
marriage.
I first heard the term flat Earth, I laughed and mocked and called anyone who believed that the Earth was flat was crazy as hell.
Or a fucking retard.
What I found, however, is that the more I looked and listened to them, and the more that I considered that the Earth could be flat, it all started to add up, and the proof kept on stacking up. I love space, the concept and the idea of the heliocentric model, but there are so many flaws in it that I can no longer believe something that has no proof, as the ball Earth model has none. Make no mistake, you must research something as flat Earth on your own, and I'd love for you to learn the top 5 reasons why I became a biblical flat Earther in 2016.
Like, is it a
Please keep an open mind, and thanks for watching my video. Here's the top 5 reasons that I no longer believe in the globe ball Earth in 2016.
Dude, like you could see the curvature. If that was a drone, you could see the curvature in his face.
Space is fake. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Did you know that there is no real true photo of the Earth from space? We're taught that these images are, but even NASA themselves openly admit that all these images are done in Photoshop. They are composite computer-generated images. And if you look close, you can see all the discrepancies in each of them.
Like,
it's a different angle.
Yeah, it's a different angle, and
oh wait.
Yeah, this doesn't prove anything. Like, one's like cloudier than the other.
How some of the continents do not match up in size, and how the clone tool was used to create the clouds. NASA even took the liberty to Photoshop the word sex into one such cloud formation. This can be noticed when flipping their composite upside down and zooming in.
Dude, what if it was NASA just trolling them?
Does that look like sex to you?
What, the letters? Yeah, I could see that.
Sort of. I mean, the X, like, I could see that, but, like, the S is, like, really hard to see, and the E, it's, like...
Yeah, I mean, you really have to, like, look for it with the
Yeah.
X.
Well, he's a Christian fundamentalist, so... Yeah, they do look for it.
Yeah.
Or is this the calling
Even
card
when
of
it's not
Disney?
there.
As we've seen them do such similar subliminal messaging in such children movies as The Lion King and Tangled.
That's just a guy trolling.
I'm coming to find that NASA and Disney have a lot in common. Every aspect of space footage is fake. We've seen water bubbles in footage and other discrepancies such as flimsy hatch lids, which clearly show this is not real whatsoever.
What? Because that hatch... Like, what does he want the hatch to do? To be like a submarine hatch and be like... I mean, if you want that, build your own spaceship.
Footage from the ISS is easily faked using a green screen and what is known as a zero-G plane, as I'm sure of other methods as well.
Yeah, but that wasn't a
The
real
plane
green-
flies high up in the
Jesus.
air and then does a basic nosedive, producing an environment where everything is just in free fall. We can see here that this woman seems a little bit on edge and is clearly feeling unsafe.
This guy's so fucking dumb. I gotta look at reason number 2.
Number 2, there is no curve. Last time I checked, a ball shape has to have a curve somewhere. But in fact, once you truly look, you will find none. Anywhere.
This guy
There's
does not...
none. The proof of this is in
This guy doesn't
objects that can be
understand
seen from certain
scale.
distances over water.
Okay, so it says here, if the Earth were a globe, Chicago would be below the horizon. The only way that Chicago could be seen from the western shore of Michigan is if the world is flat. Below is a map showing the 57-mile distance across Lake Michigan from Grandmere Park, Michigan to Chicago, Illinois. Well, 57 miles is not that far away. I mean, yeah, it's far, but it's not like I can't see anything from that distance far. I'm sure you can see a mountain from 60 miles away.
Yeah.
There are so many examples of this now, and certainly the lighthouse is one very great example. In his book, Proof.
822.
Lighthouses prove without a doubt we live on a flat plane.
That the Earth is not a globe, Howard Hendry exposes this truth and gives us many good examples of so many lighthouses that should not be observable at certain distances and hidden behind an exact amount of curvature. The
meant
curve
to be
formula
seen
for
from
the
far
Earth is
away.
8 inches per mile squared, and is nowhere to be found anywhere at all. I found a very detailed video called Flat Earth, A Mountain of Evidence, that gives one such example
This doesn't mean anything.
of lack of curvature where there should be some. This is a great video to watch, and I highly recommend that you do. Many people who are now waking up are out there trying to find the curve or prove the lack thereof. We've been consistent in finding that there is...
The Earth is big, you fucking idiot. That's why
Dude,
you can't
like-
see a curve.
It's so easy to just,
I
just
know.
get into a plane and then fly across the globe. Land in the same spot.
Yeah, lots of people have done it. Like look at airline routes. There's a million things you could do.
They just were like, oh, it's Photoshop.
It's flat because it looks flat.
Movement of the Earth, whether it is the 1,000-mile-per-hour spin, wobble on its axis, or the blindingly fast speeds it's going around the sun or moving through the Milky Way,
Yeah, that's how it
they're
works,
never
dumbass.
observed, felt, or even recorded ever in history. It's never
Yeah,
been measured
telescopes.
or have been found to move, and just speculated in theories.
He's just pulling this out of his ass. Yes, it has. Or unless Galileo was like fake.
It's perfectly still, and we can prove this using science and repeatable experiments. The gyroscope is an instrument that will retain its rigidity in space and should appear to turn if the surface it is on is rotating such as the Earth should. So in fact, if the Earth were spinning at all, we would notice this movement in the gyroscope. However, we can see that we observe no motion. We are perfectly still and going nowhere.
Gravity. He doesn't understand gravity. Oh my god.
The Michelson-Morley experiment also found this as well. When the experiment found out that the Earth was not spinning, along comes Einstein to the rescue to make...
Okay. So what does Einstein have to do with a flat Earth?
Make up his theory of relativity, which is just a theory and has never been fully proven.
The Jesuits took him from zero to hero. Who are Jesuits? We gotta look this up real quick, because this is like the third time I've heard of Jesuits. Member of the Society of Jesus, a Roman Catholic order of priests founded by Saint Ignatius Loyola. Saint Francis Xavier and others in 1534 to do missionary work. The order was zealous in imposing the Reformation. Despite periodic persecution, it has retained an important influence in Catholic thought and education. So I thought the Catholic Church were against the flat, against round Earth at first.
I don't fucking know. I don't keep track of religion.
Well, you at least know about how Galileo was like, oh, the Earth is round, and then the church is like, no, it's flat, and then they locked him up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, they didn't tell you that in school, high school or anything? Or?
I mean, probably, but it wasn't important to me.
Oh god, flat water.
Flat, when left unmanipulated. It always finds its level. It never curves or bends. The only time it does so is with what's called surface tension, and surely surface tension doesn't have waves like our oceans do. It's called water level for a reason, and not water curval. No matter what container it is in, water will always remain flat.
Oh my gosh. So we think because water looks flat in your cup, then the Earth is flat.
Number 5.
Oh,
horizon always rises to eye level.
One.
No matter what height an observer
yeah, I'm
on the
getting
Earth will
bored of
rise
this.
Yeah.
The horizon will keep on rising to eye level,
It's just like,
which is impossible on any size ball.
This is why I'm right. And then it's like,
any height
you're wrong.
you rise on a ball, the horizon would stay fixed in place. But this is not what we observe. The horizon keeps on rising at any height, clearly indicating
look
a
how
flat
much
plane
curve that is.
instead of a ball. With the enormous amount of others coming
Dude,
awake
that
to the
does not
globe
look
deception,
completely flat.
they are launching many more.
This guy's stupid. He must be blind. That has to be it. That has to be it. He must be blind and somehow put this video together.
Dude, this one has 5K thumbs up. He convinced people.
You know what? I gotta balance this. I just liked it.
I think it was the beginning one where he circled all the clouds and stuff.
Oh yeah, he was like, "Oh, look at that." And people are like, "Oh, you're right." Oh god, the top comment on this is like, "You're absolutely right, Andy, but it's a pretty tough battle getting others to see truth." And the second comment is more antagonistic. It says, "You people are fucking stupid." I mean, Einstein should just make up the theory of relativity. It took him half a year to compile the relative research. Look at this comment. Alright. We got one more. And
Dude, I can't do it. I'm not fucking doing it.
No. You just need to watch the first 2 minutes. That's all you need to see.
I'm getting burnt out on this.
This will be the last one.
Thing that really got me interested was, as you say, the gyroscope. In a plane, there is a artificial horizon, okay, and it's based on a gyroscope. And if you spin a gyroscope on a surface, it will want to stay upright. You can twist and tilt the
Look at
surface
that
as
guy
much
to
as
the
you like.
left.
The gyroscope will stay upright. So if a plane has a gyroscope and
Dude.
it starts following the curve of the Earth, the gyroscope would stay upright, which means the artificial horizon will start to roll backwards. But it doesn't.
Gosh.
That's absolute
Guy looks
proof
like a
that the
turtle.
plane flies
Yeah.
over a flat surface.
I think he
rather
kind
than
of
a
looks like
curved
an
one.
owl.
Because
Meets a
I asked the
badger.
pilot on my
I
last
think he looks
flight,
like a bitch.
does he ever notice the artificial horizon
I don't think this
rolling
guy has
backwards? He said, no,
eyebrows.
no, but the artificial horizon has complex electronics in it to make sure it knows.
Yeah, that's the part I wanted to show you.
This is what?
But
This
the
part.
artificial horizon has complex electronics in it to make sure it knows where it is on the Earth and it compensates. But I went to the manufacturer of the artificial horizon, and they confirmed to me that it's completely mechanical, nothing electronic in it whatsoever. So it's literally just a gyroscope that can freely move.
Okay, so he says he talked to an engineer of this artificial horizon, and they're like, yeah, it's fake.
Wait, what engineer?
Like, that's
From
what
where?
he's not gonna say, of course.
Dude, what if he just went to like some place and the guy was like, wow, this guy's crazy. Let me just tell him what he wants to hear.
Yeah,
So he leaves me alone.
That's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, man, like the horizon's really a hologram. The Earth is really fake, flat as fuck, and everything's fake.
Holy shit.
But yeah, we're not gonna watch the whole thing.
Thank God.
Yeah, I think that's the last. We pretty much got a good idea of what these people believe. They believe that the Earth is flat and that gravity is a conspiracy. What else? Astronomy, that's a conspiracy. Physics, it's a conspiracy. But math isn't, Chase. Math is not a conspiracy.
Ugh.
Like, if the Earth was like really flat, like everyone would have to be in on it. Like everyone, except for the flat earthers. But like that's not how it works. You know what? I'm just gonna say that is how it works. Like I'm in on this conspiracy and that the flat earthers are right, just so like they don't sleep at night.
Ugh. Fuck.
Yeah, what do you think of these people?
Man, it's pretty obvious, man. They're off the rocker.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess that's about it. Make sure to like and subscribe.